Famous faces. Well, that's a series of faces that began when I was experimenting around with cubism, playing around with it, and I was literally poking fun at cubism and created some works that involved literally cubes painted and arranged in a way which eventually evolved into faces, and then famous faces, specifically iconic famous faces. And I ended up calling that style of work sculptural cubism, partly due to a sculptor friend of mine who thought that those paintings could actually be a form of sculpture or could be rendered in a three-dimensional format. And that sort of led to me calling them sculptural cubism, creating sculpture-like images with a form of cubism, a more literal form of cubism. And among other things, the face series also included shapes of things that referred back to the iconic image of the person I was doing. A lot of those works have shapes of different things that relate to the person that's being depicted in it. Einstein is a popular sculptural cubist face that I've done. I've done him numerous times, and in his mustache is his famous equation, E equals MC squared. And in his hair, there's a lot of numbers and formulas and whatnot. And many of the famous musicians have their guitars or their instrument of choice and other references to maybe things they've written and who they performed with, etc., etc. Faces begin with the image, of course, and I don't know Eric Clapton. I don't know any of the Beatles and won't have a picture, so I have to work from other people's pictures. And it's usually 2 or 3 pictures from somebody else. But that's the first thing, and I try to create a drawing that is a charcoal drawing, very much like the original picture. That's where I start. And then that drawing gets affixed to the canvas with spray fixatives, and at that point I begin breaking it down into its cubist pieces, shapes. That process is probably the real nuts and bolts of that style. A lot of people think I do these things on the computer, but there's no computer involved. It's all working from the original drawing and breaking it down into little components and pieces and the atoms that make up reality in a way.